Hi, this is the video draw of my life. I'm Elizabeth Bennett, a second daughter in Bennett family. I was born in Longbourn and I have five sisters from oldest to youngest, Jane, me, Mary, Kitty, and Lydia, and my mother is desperate to see us all married. The news that a wealthy young gentleman named Charles Bickley has rented the manor of Netherfield Park causes a great stir in the nearby village of Longbourn, and especially in my household. This letter we all attend a ball at which Mr. Bingley is present, and he totally taken with Jane, but his close friend Mr. Darcy is like please. He heartily refused to dance with me, and actually I feel him very arrogant and obnoxious. But the friendship of Jane and Bingley continues to burgeon. After a few days, suddenly Mr. Collins, a young clergyman, make a proposal to me, but actually I turns him down and owning his bride. Meanwhile, my younger sister had become friendly with military officers stationed in a nearby town. Among them is Wickham, a handsome young soldier who's friendly told me and tell me how Darcy's crew cheated him. At the beginning of winter, the Bingleys and Darcys left Netherfield and returned to London, and it came as shown to me that my best friend Charlie Lucas has become Mr. Collins' wife, and that spring I met Darcy during my visit to Lucas, and he made a shocking proposal to me. I scolded him for stealing me away from Jane and disrespecting Wickham, and he leaves me and sent me a letter of explanation, helped me to know that it's all about my mistake. Within the arrival of June, I go to trip on gardeners. I visit Pemberley, Darcy's estate, and hearing from his servants that he's a wonderful and generous master. And suddenly, Darcy arrives and behaves cordially towards me, making no mention of his proposal. After all, Lydia, and loved with Wickham's, Bingley, and Darcy's returns to Netherfield returned to my home, and Bingley he proposed to Jane, and they married. At that time, Lady Catherine de Bow, Mr. Darcy's aunt, paid a visit to my house and demanded me to refuse Darcy's proposal, but I spirit refused. I can't bet my happiness, my life, my own life for this. And Darcy and I go out walking together, and he tells me that he is feeling have an artist in the spring. And I think I've to put pride and prejudice aback. I tenderly accept his proposal, and we get married and live long after.